With artificial intelligence playing such a predominant role in today's society and now the new iterations of software, we're going to be looking at Android P and seeing what it has to offer. We've probably seen a lot of the artificial intelligence implementations, if you haven't already heard, at Google I/O 2018. But then there's obviously Android P as a standalone and how that functions and runs, as there now is a open beta that anyone can pretty much sign up for, providing you're on a select set of devices. And the Pixel 2 XL being one of those. Today we're going to be looking at Android P and how it actually runs on the Pixel 2 XL and what new features we can be excited for. TechDadReviews. Let's take a look. Look at this bad boy here, the Pixel 2 XL, finally running Android P, and it is a beauty among all other things. You probably quickly noticed there the D-brand screen in the back, and well, shout out to D-brand. But that being said, we are here for one thing and one thing only, and that is Android P. And you'll see right off the get-go, it is extremely smooth and buttery. And of course, yes, the gestures have been added, including this crazy scroll wheel, which is very similar to that, or reminiscent of the iPhone X. Now, some of you may like it, some may not, but some of the more glaringly obvious choices of redesign here are going to be the notification bar, which has changed to a more rounded and more colorful theme and aesthetic. And although some people don't like it, it actually is quite nice, I believe, and really refines the experience overall. You'll notice a little pill button here. I call it a pill button. I don't know what it's actually called, but you can still long press it for the Google Assistant. And of course, swipe up to your multitasking and hold a long swipe up to get into the application drawer. One of the other things you'll probably notice right here is actually the volume notification is now on the side instead of being up top, and you can actually tap the button to kind of jump into the settings and take a look at them. So that's another kind of redesign there. Speaking of settings and whatnot, let's jump into the settings menu here and take a look at the different, more brighter color scheme that they've really laid out here, and it kind of simplifies things. I mean, some people are a fan of it, some are not. Initially, when you get the device or when you get Android P, you're going to notice that the gestures are not enabled, so do come into the gestures to activate the gesture to swipe up for the kind of pill bar iPhone X-like experience. Another important, or not important, but a little cool feature I noticed here on the Android P is obviously the way that the notifications pop up. And I actually put out a text message here to demonstrate that. So you'll see in a second when it pops up. It's just a cool little animation, and I find it's the little things, attention to detail, that really actually stands out and showcases what Android P is all about. It's the small refinements that make it more fluid and make it a more, all around, more inclusive experience. And there you'll see the message just popped up, and you'll notice it's a much more rounded kind of edges look, and that seems to be the theme. You can still reply like usual, and that theme for the notification carries across in multiple facets, but we'll touch upon that a little bit later on. If you didn't notice already, that was Nexus that was responding there. You'll also notice the always on display here, and again, attention to detail. It's just cleaner interface, and on the bottom there, I don't know if you can see it or make it out, there's actually the battery percentage, which again I think is a nice little touch. One other thing you'll notice here is obviously the ability to long press and change some information. Well, hold on a second, we got a response here from Nexus. Let's just read what he has to say here. Hey everybody, so obviously Nexus is just giving a quick shout out to you all and asking how the video is going. I'm just going to quickly respond to him here, and then we'll be on our way. So swipe away the notifications as usual, and back to what we were talking about. You'll notice that the widget menu has actually changed up quite a bit in the way it looks and how it's represented and actually actioned. So a little bit again of a cleaner aesthetic, etc. And then you'll also obviously notice here, like I said, the tile menu that we were talking about earlier, and how you can actually dismiss them. We'll actually just demonstrate there. You can just swipe up to get rid of one of them. Just something I forgot to touch upon. And then obviously the wallpapers. I've noticed that there actually are some new wallpapers in Android P. And there's one in particular that I really want to focus on. That's this one here, the Seascapes. It's quite unique, I find. And I like this kind of Google Places kind of interface that you can put as the background wallpaper. And there's Nexus responding again, of course, letting you all know that, of course, his next car video will be coming soon. So make sure to check over at Nexus's channel. That is the real Nexus, I believe it is. I know he's rebranded his name. Talking back about the design here, though, on Android P, you'll notice that the pill has changed a little bit, and there's now more rounded, and of course has a microphone option, which you saw me just kind of click there. And then, of course, lastly, I want to talk about the new battery app. I believe it's called Adaptive Battery Management. And I've noticed a significant improvement on battery life since having this installed. Obviously, it's all a short period of time, and I will report back more on that later on. But that's pretty much everything for the Android P first look, hands-on / review that I just wanted to kind of touch base and show you guys. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. And again, before we go, check out this beautiful, beautiful D-brand skin. Thanks everybody for watching, and TechDadReviews. Peace. So that's it for Android P review / first look, and to be honest, it's quite a better experience. Much more clean, much more fluid. The gestures are nice, and obviously it's trying to catch up to what we currently see in the industry standards that kind of the iPhone has really set forth. As much as we don't like to admit it, the reality of the situation is we follow, or the companies follow, a lot of what Apple sends out in terms of the trends. It doesn't mean that they're better, it just means Apple does something and it becomes more mainstream, and then the other companies tend to follow that. And that's why you see things like the gesture and the notch support being given in Android P. All in all, though, I'm very excited to see what the final version looks like. This already has been quite a stable version of Android P. If you guys want to see more videos like this, remember to leave a comment in the comment section below, and of course, like. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been TechDadReviews. Peace.